Welcome back, everyone. As we take a look over the capital city, you'll notice a blanket of haze. And that blanket of haze actually has a source. That source has to do with some Canadian wildfires. So we have been watching that Canadian wildfire smoke sort of fill the air out there. But as we go into tonight and through tomorrow morning, we should start to see some improvement over Rhode Island. It's going to take all of Sunday, though, before it finally begins to scoot on by. And Monday, we should be out of the haze, as it were. But once we get to Monday, we're going to start to bring in some inclement weather. In fact, between here and there, we're going to gradually dial up that humidity. And we are looking at unsettled weather for the first 2 days of the upcoming week. Showers expected, rain expected, chance of thunderstorms is in there as well. And of course, attention the beachgoers, we have the potential of dangerous rip currents and also a really high surf, and that all has to do with Ernesto, that distant tropical system. So as we're going to deal with this system, thought we should put everything up front. High rip current risk in place for dangerous swimming conditions, also the potential of beach erosion, and this is basically in effect through Sunday evening. It's not an official watch warning or advisory. It's an alert to let you know, give you a heads up that these conditions are definitely going to be with us. So speaking of Ernesto, here's where it is now, moving away from Bermuda, still well offshore from the continental U.S. But even though it is kind of far away, it's still giving us its influence, at least in terms of bringing up the waves. Right now, it is a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 75 miles per hour. Maximum gusts are up to 90 miles per hour. It is expected to hold Category 1 hurricane strength for a little bit longer, should take us through the remainder of the weekend. And then it enters the Maritimes of the middle North Atlantic, where it will encounter much colder water and fall apart rather quickly. So we're not looking at, from this point on, any direct impact to any landmass. But what it's doing is sort of an indirect impact for us that we're going to see along coastal areas for tomorrow. So your beach and bay forecast shows that we're expecting ocean waves up to 6 feet possible and a very high risk of rip currents. But keep in mind, your UV index is going to be low. We're going to have a lot of clouds. So we're also going to be dealing with a lot of coastal fog, at least for the first half of tomorrow. Right now, our temperatures are a mix of 60s and 70s. Our dew points are also in the 60s as we look across the region. Winds are moving in from the south and southeast, and that southeasterly wind is also going to help to bring in some low-level clouds overnight. We do have a warm front that's situated off to our west, and it really wants to lift through, and it will. Eventually, it will bring us a chance of showers, but we're expecting it to hold off until we get further into the nighttime hours before we bring in that chance of showers. Now, once we get to tomorrow, we're expecting a whole lot of cloudiness to be around. There is going to be a chance of a shower once we get to the night once again. So if you have any plans for tomorrow during the day, you should be fine. Then we get into Monday. And Monday and Tuesday are going to be days where we're going to track rounds of rain that will be locally heavy at times through the region. And again, a chance of a thunderstorm. So for tonight, clouds and fog will be developing. For tomorrow, we're expecting morning fog to a mix of sun and clouds, really muggy conditions. And then we get to the middle of the week, and that's when things get really nice, looking at tons of sunshine for the middle of the week. And we're looking at dry conditions as well. So keep in mind, we're going to do a big boost of humidity, and then it's going to be going back down once we get past the midweek time frame. So yeah, there's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on, but you're handling it very well.
Whew.
You know what else has a lot going on?
Yeah?
The sports department.
Oh, no doubt.
Let's throw things over to Ian.
Okay.